Think billionaires are untouchable? Some cars are so exclusive, even the ultra-rich can't buy them. You know what's crazy? From limited editions to hypercars reserved for private collectors, some rides are literally off limits. Today I'm breaking down the cars that money just can't buy. 1. The legend of the Ferrari 250 GTO. And here's where it gets even stranger. The Ferrari 250 GTO isn't just a car, it's a legend. This classic beauty is one of the most iconic cars in automotive history. Only 36 were ever made, making it almost impossible to get your hands on one. You might think having billions in the bank guarantees access, right? Well, not quite. Ferrari often chooses who they can buy. Even some ultra-wealthy enthusiasts have been turned down. Auctions for this car are jaw-dropping. One sold for over $70 million. Cementing its place as one of the most expensive cars in history. But the crazy part is, it's not just about the money. It's about prestige, timing, and being on Ferrari's radar. Imagine seeing this rolling down the street. Rare doesn't even begin to describe it. What would you do if you had the cash, but Ferrari said no? That exclusivity is exactly what keeps the 250 GTO in a league of its own. And honestly, the story of this car alone could fill a museum. 2. Bugatti La Voiture Noire, $18.7 million. But wait, it's about to get way more shocking. Enter the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, a car so rare it's basically a unicorn. Unveiled in 2019, this one-off hypercar is a tribute to the legendary Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic. Only one exists in the entire world. Yep, just one. The price tag? $18.7 million. Sounds like enough to buy an island, right? But here's the twist. You cannot walk into a dealership and order this car. Bugatti reserved it for a special client, someone who meets their secretive criteria. Even the wealthiest car collectors had to watch this beauty vanish before their eyes. Every detail screams exclusivity, from its sleek black finish to its handcrafted engineering. And just when you think you could spot one online, good luck. It's hidden away in private collections, only appearing for auctions or rare shows. Have you ever seen a literally untouchable car? That's La Voiture Noire. It's not just a car, it's a statement of absolute rarity. And honestly, it makes you realize, in the world of hypercars, money isn't everything. 3. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, ultra rarity. And just when you thought exclusivity couldn't get any crazier, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta is the kind of car that makes collectors go weak in the knees. Only 3 units were ever made. That's right, 3. Its most eye-catching feature? A roofless rear design that looks like it's straight out of a futuristic movie. Price tag? A jaw-dropping $17.5 million. But here's the kicker. Even billionaires can't just walk in and buy it. Pagani invites clients privately, meaning you need to be on their radar to even get a chance. Imagine that, having the cash, dreaming about this masterpiece, and still having to wait for an invitation. That level of exclusivity turns the Zonda HP Barchetta from a car into a symbol of ultimate status. What would you do if you had to beg for a car that costs more than most mansions? 4. Rolls-Royce Sweptail, bespoke masterpiece. But wait, here's a story that blew my mind. The Rolls-Royce Sweptail is not just a car, it's a rolling work of art. Commissioned by one incredibly lucky client, it reportedly cost $13 million. The crazy part? It took 4 full years to complete. Every curve, every detail was handcrafted to reflect the client's exact vision. Its design draws inspiration from luxury yachts, blending elegance with high-end automotive engineering. And you know what makes it untouchable? It's a one-off creation. You literally cannot order it from a showroom or online catalog. There's only one in existence. Even billionaires with multi-million-dollar car collections have to watch this beauty from afar. It's the ultimate reminder, some cars aren't just about money, they're about art, vision, and absolute exclusivity. Would you wait 4 years for a car designed just for you? 5. Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita, diamond finish. And here's where it gets even more insane. The Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita isn't just rare. It's practically untouchable. Only 2 cars were ever made. And the reason? Its white carbon fiber is mixed with diamonds, giving it a sparkle that makes other supercars look ordinary. The price tag, $4.8 million. But here's the twist. Production was stopped because the diamond coating was so technically difficult to apply that Koenigsegg could only make a handful. That means even if you have the money, the car simply doesn't exist in numbers large enough for a regular buyer. Imagine seeing a car this exclusive in person. It's like staring at a moving gemstone. What would you do if you had the chance to own one of just 2 in the world, would you even try? 6. Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, race to road legend. But wait, it gets even more extreme. The Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR started life as a racing prototype, and only 25 road legal units were ever made. Yes, 25. That's fewer than the fingers on your hands and a couple extra. These cars were built to dominate the track, but Mercedes also made them street legal for a select few clients. Collector demand? Absolutely insane. If you have millions and want one today, good luck finding it. They never hit normal dealerships. Every CLK GTR on the road is a trophy of engineering brilliance and racing pedigree. Even billionaires with massive collections have to rely on auctions and connections to even stand a chance. Can you imagine cruising in a car that started as a full-blown racing machine? That's not just wealth, that's extreme exclusivity on wheels. 7. McLaren P1 LM, Extreme Evolution. And now things get seriously next level. The McLaren P1 LM is the street-legal evolution of the track-only P1 GTR. Think of it as taking a beast built for the racetrack and making it usable on public roads, but only for a select few. This isn't mass production, only a handful of conversions exist, each one a technical masterpiece. Building one is so complex that even the richest collectors face massive challenges just to get it on the road. With a price tag starting around $3.5 million, it's not just money that's the barrier, it's engineering, exclusivity, and patience. The P1 LM is proof that sometimes scarcity is the ultimate luxury. Would you be patient enough to wait for one or just admire it from afar? 8. Ferrari F60 America, US exclusive. And finally, a car made for only a chosen few. The Ferrari F60 America was Ferrari's way of celebrating 60 years in the US, but they did it in true Ferrari style, extremely limited. Only 10 units were ever made, and all were reserved for select American clients. Even if you're a billionaire outside that exclusive list, you can't just walk in and buy one. This is a Ferrari where money alone doesn't guarantee access. You need the right connections and the right timing. Each F60 America is a rolling piece of history, combining Ferrari's iconic design with collectible prestige. Imagine owning a car that's literally one of 10 in the world. That's the ultimate definition of rarity. What would you do if you had the opportunity but weren't on the list? 9. Lamborghini Veneno, hyper limited. And if you thought things couldn't get crazier, the Lamborghini Veneno is one of the most extreme supercars ever made. With only 13 units worldwide, it's a car where even millions in your bank account don't guarantee ownership. Price? A staggering $4.5 million. But it's not just about money. The design is wild, aggressive, and unmistakably Lamborghini, and the company itself handpicks who can buy. This ensures only the most trusted collectors ever get a chance to own one. The Veneno is a rolling statement of rarity, a hypercar built for admiration as much as performance. Would you risk waiting for an invitation, or just stare in awe at its audacious lines from a distance? 10. Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro, track-only rarity. This next one is pure F1 madness. The Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro is track-only perfection, blending hyper-advanced engineering with F1-inspired performance. Only 25 units exist, making it practically impossible to find outside select private collections. Even billionaires aren't guaranteed a spot. Invitation-only sales ensure these machines go to a very small, elite group of collectors whom Aston Martin trusts. Each car represents the pinnacle of speed, innovation, and exclusivity, proving that access to hypercars isn't just about wealth. It's about status, timing, and connections. Owning one is like holding a piece of racing history, designed for the few who truly understand its significance. Could you imagine being one of those 25? 11. Hennessy Venom F5 Speed Demon. And here's the ultimate chase for speed. The Hennessy Venom F5 is a hypercar built with one goal, 311 mph top speed. Only a handful exist, making it nearly impossible to acquire even for the ultra wealthy. High demand and extremely limited production mean that this car is more than just money. It's a ticket to the extreme elite of automotive enthusiasts. Every detail screams speed and engineering excellence. Even billionaires find themselves on waiting lists or outright denied. The Venom F5 isn't just a car, it's a symbol of rarity, ambition, and technological mastery. Would you trade everything just to claim a car like this, or let it remain the stuff of dreams? 12. The logic behind ultra-exclusive cars. And now, let's talk about why these cars even exist. Hypercar makers intentionally limit production to create scarcity, which skyrockets prestige and collector value. Rarity isn't an accident. It's a strategy. Invitation-only sales ensure that only select individuals, usually with long-standing relationships or proven collector status, gain access. Even the richest billionaires sometimes face rejection. Limited numbers also protect the brand, maintaining exclusivity and hype. Every auction or private sale becomes a spectacle, attracting global attention. It's not just about making a car, it's about curating legend. True exclusivity is about power, taste, and trust, not just money. These hypercars show that in some worlds, wealth can't buy everything, and sometimes the thrill lies in who gets to even try. Money may open doors, but some cars exist purely for legends and private collections. From one-offs to ultra-limited hypercars, even billionaires must bow to rarity. These cars remind us, true exclusivity is priceless. So what's your dream car you'd chase if money wasn't a limit?